Okay, let me tag y'all in it and then make it public. Okay, sorry. I was trying to tag y'all and make it live so everybody see. Okay, cool. So, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Pretty Face Thursdays. Of course, it's not Thursday, today is Sunday, but these lovely people were available today. They are working people, so can't get them during the week But I wanted to say thank y'all so much for coming on today, taking time out of y'all schedule to come on and chit chat with me. I do this show, like I said, it's supposed to be on Thursdays, but it's really just to promote my brand that I have that I'm trying to start, called Not Just a Pretty Face, to remind people that women are more than their physical appearance. And I want to bring you guys on because I was doing a love series for the month of February. But of course it's March, but love is year round, so it doesn't matter. But go ahead and introduce yourselves, so everybody know who you guys are.
My name is Cadelia.
I'm Dallas.
This is Miss Marley K.
The superstar, the real superstar.
I know, right? Look at her. She look like she looking like she know what she seeing.
Okay. So, with this being like the part of the love series, I was wanting to talk to you guys about you guys' story. So, how long have you guys been together?
It's been 4 years. It'll be 5 in June. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, how did all this start? Like, who came on to who first? Like, let's get the real story.
She can't do it.
No. it was him. Like, he had been pursuing me for like 2 years before I even start talking to him.
Yeah.
Like, just being in my DM and like, casual conversation. And I always kept saying like, giving him conversation, but kept saying like, I'm in the situation. Like,
Yeah, what you call
I
it,
always,
a
I kept saying
situation.
I was always in a complicated relationship because
Yeah.
I was, but he just randomly kept popping in and talking and stuff like that. And I guess when it was
Ease my way on in.
2017, that's when I actually started like giving him a little conversation for real, for real.
17.
And I was just tired of my situation I was in. So like we start communicating a little bit more. And around the time when we was communicating, it was around his birthday.
Mhm.
Yeah. So around my birthday in May, his in June. And he kept saying for his birthday he just wanted to spend it with me. Like, and I was just like, I ain't think nothing of it because he was in North Carolina.
Yeah.
First of all, like it was so many like not gonna say red flags, but there's a lot of things that I didn't want in a relationship at that time that I didn't think I wanted. First of all, he had 2 kids, he smoked, and a long distance relationship. Like all
Mhm.
those was like, So I was like looking at him like that. But um so I like we were just talking like that, and then one like I think it was a Sunday. I was just so fed up, and I was like, I'll never do nothing spontaneous. I don't never do anything. So I was just like, F it, I'm about to go see him. So I literally packed my bag. It was like, I'm coming to see you. At that time, he was 4 hours away. Girl, 4 hours. I drove 4 hours to see him. Didn't tell nobody that I was going. Like, not even Asia, my sister. Like I didn't even tell her until I got there. When I got in North Carolina to see him, I told her like, "Girl, I done came up to see him." But when I met him and literally spent the weekend and spent his birthday with him, that was all she wrote. Like literally, from that weekend on, we had been together since. Like literally almost every weekend. Like at the beginning, I was going up there more because he was working a lot. Then I guess when I started doing more stuff, like he was coming every weekend. Like we literally try to see each other every week, and if not every week, it was like every other.
Yeah,
Like
we did too.
we did, like, but if we what it was for 2-3 years. Like when we were doing long distance, like we literally seen each other almost every week, or like I say, if not that week, we seen each other the next week, and that's just how it went. Like literally,
couldn't get off me.
but shut up. I can't believe it happened like that. But yeah, I mean,
that's exactly how it happened though. That's exactly how it happened. We had it. The first weekend was crazy. Like I was into music then, so she was in the video. She didn't know she was gonna be in it. She had on Canton, North Carolina, a tire done bust on her.
Oh yeah.
So first weekend to put me to the test. I had to change the tire. You know, I got it right. I went and bought her a brand new tire. I said I would not send her on the road with no used tire. I want to get her a brand new tire, just
that was a like. Okay, like
look,
right. Like, I was not expecting none of that. Like my tire buzz, and like literally while I was asleep, he had already, like when I woke up, he had took my keys, took my car, went and changed my, like got me a brand new tire. Like I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I wasn't gonna see you home on no like donut or anything, because that night before, it was in the middle of the night. He had to change the tire, and like. Not every dude know how to change a tire, like that. But when he changed that tire, I was like, okay, little points for you. Okay.
The red flag started turning to green. Okay,
right? That's for real. Like literally, just those red flags that I thought I had. Like literally, they start turning to green. Like he had 2 kids, and like I seen the love that he shared for his kids. Like. He adored those kids, and he made it known that they were his priority. I love that, because I would never be with any. I already thought I wasn't gonna be with nobody with the kids, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be with nobody who's just not gonna take care of their kids. You know what I mean? Right. So just the fact that he loved his kids so much and put them first, like that was, it was a turn on, really. Like I was like. That's so sweet, like and his kids love me, and
yeah, they do.
Yeah,
my son is obsessed with this girl.
Yes, he loved me, like love me, not like a mama figure, like a little girlfriend.
Yeah, like a girlfriend, like he crushing on her.
He crush on me, but yeah, everything just was all smooth, and like I just dealt with the fact that like he smoked, like he never smoked around me, like I don't like it. He always go. Wherever outside or whatever. So that was just something I had to adapt to, but we got through it.
So Dallas, what was it about you? What was it about her that made you was like, nah, I'm not about to give up. I'm be consistent. I'm keep popping these DMs. What's up?
I don't know. It's like, all right, boom. Like, social media, right? Everybody is. You can be what you want to be on social media, right? It's like, you see everything, the half negatives for likes and all of that other stuff. So I notice every time I see like something she posts or something like that, it's always something sweet, always something to somebody, or just regular pictures, not trying to look for attention, just a regular picture. You know what I mean? It always just stood out. And I don't know, I was just shooting my shot, but I knew she was in a situation. So I never like downplay what she was doing or who she was doing it with. I just played my position and just kept checking up on her, like not too much, you know what I mean? Just enough to let her know that she's thought of. And I know it seemed like it was 2 years, but it was. I look back at it, it was 2 years, and
I didn't know either. Like when I went back on the dates, I was like, bro, he was in my DM for 2 years. And he was like, for real. Like, I could not believe it either. Like, you really stuck around. Like,
yeah, 2 years.
Like, nah.
It wasn't always like, I want to see you. I want to see you. I mean, more like how you doing? Are you looking beautiful today? Just something small. That's
it was real small, like casual conversation. That's what I was like. Though in those 2 years, I ain't really noticed him, because you know how many people be in my DM and saying the same things, like, hey, what's up? You're beautiful. Right. It's the same thing. So, and it would just, and I'm very friendly. So, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Just a casual conversation. But it never clicked in my head, like, oh, I'm about to give this nigga a time of day. That's how I feel. Like, I never thought like that until like I said when around that time when I actually start talking to him more and more and getting to know him, and I think I was just more so like I say, fed up with what I had going on and just tired of going through the same old situations. So it was like, let me try something new. And look at us now, Lord. Whole baby.
A whole baby.
Crazy.
So when, I guess maybe I probably already answered this question, but when did y'all both realize that, okay, we can definitely try to make this work, or I'm gonna stick around,
I say, I mean, we made a decision like instantly, like we're gonna be together, like real soon, because it was always from that weekend, my birthday, it was always together. I was on.
Yeah.
So it's probably like, how many months you think afterwards? If it even been months.
Well, no, I think like you said, I think we knew we wanted to be together, and he was consistent and everything, but I think we really, I ain't gonna say take it serious because we took it serious the whole time. But
no, but hold on, before you say that, I know what you're about to say. I'm talking about like far as like when did we decide we was gonna be together?
I guess I mean like when did y'all realize that y'all were like in love, or like was like, oh yeah, that's my dog. Like when did y'all realize that?
It was early.
Yeah, it was very early. It was super early, man. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy how it happened.
Yeah, like that. We, like I say,
once look, we used to have a little thing. We used to be like, I almost love you.
Yeah, we used to say that early. Like I was like, I almost love you.
Yeah, like before we really loved each other.
Actually said love you.
I almost love you.
But it was we met like around his birthday, June 6th. So we like actually seen each other like June 4th. 5th, and then we was in a relationship June 28th.
Yep.
Like in the next couple of weeks, we was in an actual relationship. Said like, okay, we're gonna be boyfriend girlfriend. That's how we said. So that was that. I guess that was a time, and like I think right before we decided we was gonna be in a relationship, we had said we love each other. Literally, that's the quickest I've ever been in a relationship. The quickest I ever told somebody I love them. Like. Ever, like that's basically 2 to 3 weeks, like that. Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, I think that's when we was like, okay, we're gonna make this thing work.
Right.
I think we realized. I think that's what I was gonna say. Like we, when you're in a relationship, you're in the honeymoon phase, and then once the honeymoon phase died down, and that's when like real life stuff started.
Right.
And I think the first 2 years was a challenge for us, like getting to know each other's like communication styles, our love language, like just adapting and changing to what each other need. And like we almost lost each other at one point, like within the 2 years. Like I think right at the 2 year mark, like somewhere that we almost. But if it wasn't for like therapy and like once we went to therapy and then we realized we really wanted to put in the work to keep us together, then that's when I think it really was a turning point in our relationship. Like this is like we really want to make this work because we want to be together like forever. That's why I think that's when I was about to say, but like it was early on that we wanted to be together, but that was a really big turning point in our relationship where we was like, we're going to make this work indefinitely. That's how I feel.
Right. Yeah. But that's beautiful though that y'all actually went to therapy, because most people don't really like talk about that. Like they just, if they are having trouble, they just be like, I don't want to do this no more, and they give up. So how was like how was therapy for you guys? Like what was y'all's experience?
From my point of view, the most important thing that I learned, like how you say stuff and make sure you listen. Like for instance, she'll tell us like she'll like Dallas, like, tell KP like what's bothering you. And I tell her what's bothering me. Then she'll like, okay, KP, tell me what did Dallas say. You know what I mean? So basically, before you answer the question, just repeat the question out loud and answer the question. For some reason, it works better. It's like hearing yourself say it out loud. You can, you can process it better than just answering as soon as he says something.
Yeah, because a lot of us, she made us realize, like a lot of us respond, like he said, like if I'm saying something or whatever. He'll hear one little word or something I'm saying, but he'll be ready to respond. So in his mind, he thinking what he about to say, but he ain't listening to what I'm saying, the rest of the stuff. So when I finish, he's saying that part, and I'm like, you ain't hear nothing I said. But like if you literally listen what that person is saying, and then when they're done saying, she had us to sit in front of each other, like you said, say how he feel, and then the other person, like, okay, this is what I heard you say, and you repeat exactly how you think you heard it.
Yeah.
Like he said, it does help, because at that point you can't think about like, oh, what's the next thing I'm gonna say. You listening to what I'm saying, and it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then after you say like, okay, this is what I think you said, then this is how this made me feel. So a lot of it was communication. A lot of it was bad habits, because being a Taurus, I think like we are stubborn, and I was very stubborn, and y'all stop. And one of my really bad habits was like just shutting down. Like I shut down real bad. Like he came in with good communication skills, like always want to talk things out. Like we had problems. He was like, he the one that want to talk it out. Like, you know, why you feel this way, this and that. And I'm just like, if I'm feeling some type of way, I don't want to talk. Like, leave me alone.
Please get on my
I hold grudges. Like it was harder. Like now we can talk and stuff like that. We live together. But when we was like long distance, when I'm mad, girl, I won't answer that phone. I would not, like, don't call me. I hold a grudge. I would literally go days without talking to you. And his butt would just pop up sometimes. Like,
I'm going to throw the whole 4 hours. Don't answer the phone. I'm about to pull up right now.
Yeah, he pulled up in my daddy house when I ain't even moved into my apartment. Like, he pulled up in my daddy. I was like, bruh, what? Like, but yeah, so learning our bad habits of what we had, and I had to stop doing it. Like I had to stop like shutting down and just like try to be open to talk when it was time to talk and not holding things in. I would hold things in. Like she just made us see a lot of things from like different perspectives, or even our love languages. Like we have different love languages. Like what he needs ain't what I need. So we had to learn how to give each other like that love language. And like when one of us is giving that love language, it's like she was saying, like, if he giving me everything I need, my cup is being like filled up all the way, but his ain't. So he feels some type of way. You know what I mean? Like she made us point out a lot of different things, and it was so beneficial. I ain't gonna lie. Like it made us see a lot of things, and just even after that, our arguments became like less important, or we handled them very differently. Because I ain't gonna lie, the beginning before therapy, the arguments, they used to be terrible. Like Taurus, Gemini. Need I say more?
No, you didn't say nothing else. Okay, you didn't about to say anything else.
Girl, those arguments used to be hell on wheels. I ain't gonna lie. Like we used to say all kind of things to get on each other's skin. Like it used to be very disrespectful. But
I just can't see you being like this, KP. I can't see you being like this. I can't.
No name calling though. No name calling.
He never called me out my name.
Very disrespectful.
No, he never called me out my name. But yeah, I can. Oh, honey, I get mean. Yeah, like when it's he always he brings it out of me. Like most people don't see that side of me. Like it takes a lot for me to be mad. But
Marlo.
Stop. But yeah, like. It used to be really bad, but up until therapy, it helped us to communicate better. It helps us to see each other's point of view. Now we still have disagreements and arguments, of course, but it's nothing like it used to be. Like we're able to actually talk it out now and stuff like that. Sometimes, like we do get stubborn and I don't want to talk still, or you know, he have to walk away and take his smoke break before he come back to say what he got to say. But eventually we would come back and talk about it. Eventually, like I say, it's way better than what it was before. But yeah, so.
No, I'm kind of glad y'all mentioned. Sorry, which is.
No, I would just say I highly recommend it. Like therapy, it saved our relationship really.
Yeah.
Good. No, I was gonna say I'm glad y'all mentioned love languages, because that was the first thing that I talked about during the love series, because I feel like people don't realize that it's very important in your relationship. I've been single pretty much all my life, but I watch how other people operate, and I watch a lot of different podcasts. So I'm not an expert, but I'm an expert. No, I'm kidding. I'm just playing. But I like be seeing like how people will like fumble their relationship because they didn't take the time out to really get to know the person. And then they're just kind of, all right, cool, I'm done. But it's like, you want this thing, but what are you doing for them? Like, I kind of have to work together. It's not just a one-sided thing. And I think oftentimes women kind of get stuck on the man got to cater to you, and and not realizing that you kind of need to fill his cup, like you said earlier. Y'all got to fill each other's cup for y'all to operate together. So I'm glad y'all mentioned love language. People know that I'm not crazy and I know what I'm talking about.
Well, you're not. Now, I think it's easy. Honestly, like you were just saying that, like how we as women have to realize we have to do the same for men. Like it was easy. It's easier for him to fulfill my love languages, but that was a big thing for me that I had to adapt to learn how to fulfill his love language. It was harder on my end because one of his love languages is words of affirmation, and I'm not that vocal. Like, to me, I felt like my presence alone, not sounding cocky or anything, but I just feel like me being here shows you that I want to be here and that I love you. That's how I feel like, but he needs more. He want to hear it. He want to feel that he's appreciated. He want to hear I love him. He want to just get compliments. Like, he needs to hear those words. And I've never been like a words type of girl. So just having to adapt it. Even now I struggle with it. I ain't gonna lie. Cause so I try to, tell him, like, I appreciate you and stuff like that. Like, he needs to hear those words. Like, and that was a big challenge for me. Like, but we learning and stuff. And what is your top one is words affirmation, physical touch. And that's one.
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah, so he likes to be touched all the time. Stupid. But yeah, so and again, like, I didn't realize also that I wasn't as affectionate like that. Like, I mean, I can be, but I guess I didn't grow up. I didn't realize until I went to therapy. I didn't grow up like being as affectionate. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that came from my daddy's side or whatever. Like, even on my mom, like we hug and kiss and stuff like that, but not so often.
Yeah.
So I don't just normally be all up on him and loving keeping on him. I don't normally just like grab his hand and walking him down the street without holding hands. I just never knew I wasn't that affectionate. I thought I was. So I mean, it was just different. I had to learn his ways, but I mean, he knew mine is quality time, and he give me that consistently. Like, he was filling my cup up, and I had to learn to fill his up.
This is crazy. This is like talking to a mirror right now, because I'm literally the exact same way.
It must be the Taurus.
I think so. I think so. Because please, I don't really want to touch you. Don't touch me. Like, please,
I like cuddle and stuff, but I guess I'm not just that. I don't know.
Because I guess I be thinking, like, we're in the same vicinity. Like, why do I have to be right here? Like, we're together. Like, we're right here. Like, what do you mean? But I'm also like that too. I'm not vocal at all. And I had recently like met somebody, and they was like, "Yeah, you don't talk, and I kind of need you to." And I'm like, "All right."
I know
it's hard. Okay,
it's hard. Like, he didn't like how I communicated more through text. We get in arguments, and I say all how I feel through a text. He thought at the beginning, he used to call it childish. He did not like it. Like, he was like, you need to learn how to talk. And I was like, but it's like when you're talking, I could never get everything that I have in my mind out, because either, the other person interrupted you, like, or you can't find the words to say it. But through text or writing it down, I can literally say exactly how I feel.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, I had to tell him, like, that's a form of communication. That's my way of communicating. Like, it's not childish. And like, he had to learn that too. Like, that's just sometimes how I communicate. I would rather write it down on text rather than talk it out. But I needed to learn how to talk it out as well. But it was just one of those things. Like, I just wasn't verbal.
That's funny. We got a comment from Lolita. She said, "I love them. Such a beautiful, young, powerful couple."
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
you mentioned like y'all songs, and that was one of my questions. Because when I had dated a Gemini, and it was not good. We was not good. It was not.
I told him. Yeah, I have told Geminis have such a bad rep.
I don't know why we're the best. I don't know why.
No, y'all are not.
Like,
Y'all are crazy.
everybody want to be a Gemini, so they get mad when, you know what I mean?
Because
I don't think everybody wants to be a Gemini.
What's the main thing? Because they have split personalities.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I think, nah. What it is? We just don't go for no bull. You know what I mean? No. What it really is? Geminis are very passionate. People take our passion from being angry. But it's not. It's like we passionate, man.
That is true though. But y'all are crazy, so.
Exactly. Like he's super sweet. Like he's like literally the most loving person ever. Like he would give you the shirt off his back. Like, but when he mad, honey, it's a whole different side. The whole voice, the face, like he a different person. And I told you that, like,
that's true.
You are mean. Like when you mad. Like you are terrible. You need to calm that down. Like those split personalities and Geminis.
It's crazy. But I ain't gonna let us slide completely because we kind of crazy too though. So
kind of crazy. But we ain't even gonna, you know.
No,
we never gonna get there.
No,
we ain't got to tap into it. But you know,
right.
We're gonna halfway admit it, you know what I'm saying? We're not all the way there. It's kind of crazy.
The only thing we have against us is we stubborn. We know we stubborn. We can admit that, okay?
Yeah, and that's all you need. Sure. So y'all have a new addition to the family. How is that going?
It's going good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said
that's my baby boy.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it was a big. What is the word I'm trying to say?
Adjustment.
Yes, that was a word I was trying to say. It's a big adjustment, but she has brought so much joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean it, and also I think it's better now because I think at the beginning it was just I don't know. Like I feel like with women, you go through so many hormones changes and stuff like that mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think mentally it was against me a little bit. Like I thought, like. I think I expected a little bit, like a lot from him for some reason. Like, not that he wasn't doing like he was supposed to, but I expected a lot. Like when we first had her, and you know, I just think it's really just women in general and us being like just mentally, and it's a lot taking care of like a newborn and stuff like that. But he was working now like a stay-at-home mom, so it's a lot that goes into having a baby. Like, period.
Yeah, it's adjustment. Right?
Yeah, it's a big adjustment. But we getting into a little groove now, stuff like that. And I think he was a little scared of her when she was little. Like like he didn't know what to do.
It's so small, man.
They be training.
Look, they're so small. You don't want to, you know.
You don't want to hurt them.
She good.
As she started getting a little bigger, he started getting her a little more. Look, like. Yeah, now she know who daddy is.
Her twin, true. I'm sorry, KP. I'm sorry.
I know.
Sorry.
Didn't you like me at all?
But, you know, a little bit.
A little
bit, but that's Dallas.
That made no sense.
I'm sorry. Maybe
I know everybody say it. Everybody say
it. I was trying hard one day to find you, but
Dallas say sometimes whenever like certain looks she give, you said.
Yeah, she does certain looks because like she look like Carter on a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of pictures, man. But sometimes I see my baby in there. A lot of times I don't, and she hate it. But I told her as she get older, she gonna, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm about to be 25 and I still like my daddy, so right. I was starting to like my mama.
Well, I look like my mama, so
I don't know. But my mama also said that she had an attitude with my daddy the whole pregnancy too, so it's like
and it's crazy thing. Like I did good. Like we wasn't arguing like that. Like I didn't not like you. I don't know. And she still turned out looking like him, everything.
Hey, look, she came out with a smile.
Like literally,
as soon as she came out the womb,
yeah,
she
like stared in my face and then cracked a smile. Like all she do is smile. Like literally laugh and smile.
Cute.
She's sleeping now.
Yeah, you can tell she's sleeping.
And that's how you know it's a love baby. Okay.
Say what?
Say she's a love baby.
Yes. Yes, she is.
So, what would be like this advice y'all would give to a couple that has a newborn or that is expecting? Like, what would you give them, like going into that, like even before they even have the baby? What's the number one thing that y'all would tell them?
Just be ready to work together, make it easy for each other.
Yeah.
Try to figure out a way to divide the time so one person will get overwhelmed if possible. People's lifestyles are different. Sometimes some families gotta, both parties gotta work, and but thank God that she can stay at home and I can work and we can still provide for everything. So, but even when I come home, I still want to give her a break because I know it's overwhelming. And I tell her all the time, like I appreciate her. Like you'll swear she got another child. The way she just knocks it out, she don't complain about it. She just take care of business, man. And she's breastfeeding, so that says a lot by herself trying to breastfeed. So she do good, man. I appreciate her. I definitely appreciate her. I know Molly do.
I say one of the biggest things, like I know for the expectant father, just to be mindful of the mother, like in her feelings. Like I know I had to talk with him before we even had her. Like I sat him down. I was like, look, like postpartum is depression is real. Like you know what I mean. Like I hear so many people talk about it. So knowing I don't have like a lot of mental issues, but obviously I wanted to go to therapy for a reason. Well, I believe everybody needs to go to therapy. But I just ain't want it to get the best of me. And like I was like, make sure you like recognize like how I feel, like pay attention to how I feel, because I'm not that vocal. I won't say how I feel a lot of times. I won't tell you when I'm overwhelmed and stuff like that. I just want you to like recognize those things and help me. You know what I mean? And he was like, okay, but I was just like, even when it started happening, I don't think he really actually knew, but I just want like the expecting fathers to like just the new ones to like just be more like considerate and like recognize those things when the mother needs help, when she just needs a break, and stuff like that. Like she is something else. Like I feel like I don't get no consecutive like hours of sleep because she breastfeed. I have to constantly get up and do this and do that. But like, when my mom comes, oh gosh, she's a godsend. But I think he took some tips from my mama. So like when he was up, he just got her early that morning and he let me sleep by myself, like in the bed, and I didn't have to worry about it. Just little things like that like goes a long way. You know what I mean? Like just being mindful. It's going to be an adjustment. And like you said, everybody is different. Everybody's lifestyle is different. So it's going to be different in everybody's household. Just
you got to work it out.
Yeah, you just got to work it out. Mother, to be attentive of both feelings. Because I ain't going to put it all that is all about the woman's feeling as well. They have feelings as well. Because I have heard, I didn't even know either, but I've heard that men also go through, mental changes, postpartum, if you want to say it like that. Like they go through things too, and like it ain't all about the women. They have feelings too. So so just being mindful of each other's feelings, just being attentive, and like you said, work together. And it's gonna be an adjustment. It's a big change. It's a huge change.
Say bye to sex.
Oh.
Total difference. It's a total difference. Like
I was not expecting for you to say that.
It's special. It's so damn silly. It's a difference though. Just everything. Like just being the stuff you take for granted. Like the fact
shower in peace.
Right. That like the fact that like girl, just take advantage of all that. Like just be thankful right now because like you said, just being able to get up and go take your shower whenever you want to. Just get up to go to the store, just the grocery store. Like just doing simple stuff, even cleaning the house. Like all that is just like not gone. It's just now you have to take in consideration of this little one.
Somebody else, yeah.
Everything
Somebody
you do.
else.
Like I can't just get up and go do something. Like I have to make sure she good. I gotta even have the monitor on her to make sure if I go out another room, like she's fine, and can't just take a shower, like you know what I mean. Like if she sleep, I be trying to clean up, but Lord knows sometimes she wake up. It's just little stuff like you take for granted. Like just yesterday, I went to Target, and Lord, just to go to the store, it takes me forever to get prepared to go. And then when we get there, it's a lot because like it just be me. Like he was at work, but like it's a lot. Like and my sister, she stay with us right now, and oh my god, she's a big help. So like I try to do things when she's off so she can watch her when I can go do my errands, or like vice versa, she can go with me. It's just a big adjustment. Like you just got to work it out how you can, like take advantage of all your villages, like your support systems, like let them all help, like because you need it. Like
this, it's so crazy. This is like a sidebar real quick, but like I swear, like Taurus, we have like such like a psychic like thing, because everything you're saying, I be thinking about already, and then you'll say it, and I be like, bro, I was thinking about to say that. Like, because you said about villages, because I was just about to say, yeah, I'm glad y'all have a village, and you was like, you got to take advantage of your village. So I'm like, bro,
you have to.
I'm not crazy. I know we have this thing. Like,
yes, honey. Yeah. We the best.
We're like,
we the best. The Taurus is the best.
Because we're very intuitive, and it's crazy. Like, you're just confirming. I'm like, I know. Yes, I know. I've been telling these people that I'm psychic. They don't be trying to believe me. No, but how did y'all fur babies attach to the new one?
Good. Just Lord. They just, Marlo is our youngest one, so she ain't even one yet. And she's so damn energetic. And Ghost, he's older. So they're just all they want to do is like lick on her and love on her. But they don't realize that she's so small and they can't get all on her. They'll trample all over her and not realize they even hurt her. Like, and I be trying to push them away, but I just keep them away from her. But before like we came home, Dallas had the hat that she had on before when she first came out. He brought that home before we came from the hospital, and he let them smell it, and like and they smelled it, did whatever. And then when we came home, I like eased her and let them smell her and stuff like that. But now, I mean, it's the same. Like Levi, Lord, Levi do his own thing. He don't really take anything to do with Marley, but they do good. I really believe that as she get older and when she's walking around, when she be able to walk and like actually play with them, they're gonna be following her everywhere.
And they're gonna be best friends.
Yeah, especially Ghost. I feel like Ghost is like gonna be her protector, and I don't know why, but like. Yeah, I think they're gonna be all over her. They love her, so they've done good. Like if people, I don't know, people have this thing about pit bulls and Rottweilers. We got two of the breeds that everybody think are the most vicious, but like they're babies. They're softies. They love her. They're gonna be her protector. Like I love it. So
well, that's good. I'm glad because I know most like animals be jealous and stuff sometimes.
Well. Everybody kept saying Ghost might be jealous because when I was pregnant, like he's already a clingy dog. Like Ghost likes to cuddle, Ghost likes to have attention. And so like people were saying that he probably would have been jealous, but no, he's been acting the same. If you want to give him love, he gonna jump up there and give it to you, but he ain't been acting like, I don't like her because she's taking all this attention. They've been acting the same. They adjusted to her well. I was really happy about it.
Well, good. So I got a question for Dallas. For a man that is out there that is that really like wants a family or really wanting a relationship, but just can't seem to like get it right, what would you tell them? Like,
they can't seem to get it right.
Like they want a family so bad, they want a relationship, but they just can't find that right person. Like, what would you tell them?
Definitely don't rush it. That's what one. You don't want to rush into something you got to deal with a lifetime. I mean, if that particular person already have somebody, just give it your all. You can't expect for someone to give you their all if you're not giving your all. Right? So if you got somebody, just give it your all. Be open, communicate, be open to new things. Invite each other into each other's world, and just go for it, man. That's all. It's really simple, man. You gotta want to do it on both parties. It's really simple. It ain't hard as people make it.
That's what I think too. Like, it's one of the things, if not trying to take off what his question was, but you want it, you can, like, you just got to put in the efforts to do it. Like, I think that's one of the things as being young, a lot of us don't understand. Like, we go through all these toxic relationships before we find the right one. But like, if somebody really want to be with you, they're gonna do that. So like, they're not gonna give you the runaround. They ain't gonna do, and that's what made me fall in love with him so fast. Like, his consistency, and he told me what he wanted. He went after it. He never made me think twice about him. He's never given me a reason like to mistrust him. Like, I trust him with everything. Like, literally, if he wanted to go to the club tonight, I would be like, all right. Like, I don't think nothing of it. Like, nothing. He's never gave me no reason to not trust him. You know what I mean? So like, just giving me that security just made me fall for him and just continue to stay with him. You know what I mean? Like, that was one of the things I found out in therapy too, that I wanted was security. And like, he gave me that. Levi. Jesus. But like, yeah, so just saying what he said, like, if you want it, you go for it. Like, if you feel like that person is the one, and if they're the one, they'll give the same type of effort as well. Like, both parties. And there's nothing wrong with working towards it together. Like, me being a stubborn one in our relationship, like when we used to have our bad arguments, I used to be the one that always want to cut it out. Like, I always be like, well, we could just end this right now. You know what I mean? Like, I was one of those ones, like, I really like literally try to end it all the time. Every time we got into a big argument, I was the one trying to end it. Because to me, I just felt like, why not? Let's go ahead, cut this thing short. We ain't got to wait till we years in and feel like it's the history that's keeping us. Yeah, like, go ahead. He wanted to work things out. He liked that I always kept doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm big on like tomorrow not promise, and I hate it. I really hate the fact that how she used to like go to bed with the angry. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And, okay, for example, like I just lost my mom, right? So I feel like been a lot of things I kept pushing on the back burner that I should have been doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't know when is that person time to go. You know what I'm saying? If everybody know, if I knew my mom time was coming up, I probably wouldn't have worked none this year. I would have been down there, but we don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, you never know. So it's like, go ahead and get it right. You know what I mean? Or approach to get it right.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Like, that's just how it is. I mean, you just need to find somebody who's willing to put in the work. That's the main thing. Like, I feel like any relationship can work. Like, anybody's relationship can work. It's just, are you willing to put in the work? And if the other person is not doing what they need to do, cheating, or not even just cheating. And one thing we realize in our relationship too, like cheating isn't a factor in our relationship, but like, it's 100 million different other things relationships end over. Like, like we done had other problems. Like, none of our situations, therapy and stuff, we done talked about cheating. It's been other stuff. So like, you have to put them other stuff in perspective too. Like, but you just have to be willing to find somebody who's willing to work with it and want the end goal you do. Like, at the end of the day, we want to be together forever. Like,
be friends too. Like, do fun things. Like, and they always got to be, trips. You know what I mean? Get on the lake. You know what I mean? Little things like that. I think I had set up a picnic for her one day.
You didn't even get to do it.
I set it up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But for me to say that, like,
Yeah.
like things like that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like it can
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, that's crazy because I remember when I was working at Massage Envy, and I was
I
like,
called.
"Is this Dallas?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I called. I was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you can witness that. Yeah, but and don't you know that
What happened?
I got the girl a massage and she never used it.
That can't be.
I know.
How many years ago that been?
That was I think that's about like 2 years ago.
And she ain't never used. Then she got mad at me because I said, "Well, I'm gonna go use it then." Money, you know what I'm saying? And she still ain't using it to this day.
Girl, it's still in my nightstand. I got a free massage and I ain't
And look,
using
not
it.
only that, if she
That
would have,
ain't right
if
now.
you would have liked that, I told her I was gonna sign up for the, the
Yes,
monthly thing.
he did say that at that
And she ain't never
time.
go.
He was like, "When you go, you can sign up," and then they basically was gonna charge his card every month. But like, I never went.
You know what? No, you need it. First of all,
I know, and I still
baby, you was a nurse. You need it. What do you mean?
I need to use it. I need to use it. All the times we don't went to get massages has been like a couple one. I've never been by myself, so I guess I never just thought of like, oh, let me just take this day and just go. I don't know. Like I still got it, and I can use it because I think on the thing it say it don't expire. Yeah, so I can always just
you can use it. But see that be the thing though. People be like, oh, it don't expire, and they keep putting it off. And then your back over here crying like, Lord.
I know. Look, be over here complaining like, oh, my back hurt, my this and that hurt. Like, and that's how he be. He be talking about his back and stuff like that. He was talking about, I might as well use that massage thing. I was like, no, it was a gift for me. You can't use mine. I'm gonna use it one day. One day. I need it too, for real, for real.
Lord, I'm shaking my head. And then y'all got another comment from Alyssa.
Love you, KP. Love you,
I can't believe you, KP. I cannot believe you.
I know.
You're gonna have to just make the appointment for her and then tell her when to go.
I know, right?
That's what you have to do. Jesus.
That's funny. One day, yeah, he might need to do that, like for real. Like one day when he off, just like, look, I done already scheduled it. Go and get it done.
Yeah, the
baby.
You're right.
He might have to do that one day, cause for real, I don't know when I'll probably schedule that. Lord, I don't know.
But no, I know like a lot of people, especially me, little singles out here, well, I ain't really pressed to be with I'm not really pressed to be with nobody, but I know other people are like, oh my God, when is my time coming? Like and I'm just like, Lord, please, like I can wait. Okay, give me another year. I just want to have fun by myself. But I know other people are like, I ain't gonna say dying, but they're kind of like they're wanting to have that other person, like their best friend. And then I guess like seeing y'all on social media is just like, oh my gosh, they're so cute, and then it's just, like other people. And like I have a lot of friends who are like either in toxic situations or are wanting to already like be married and stuff. And just like, oh, Jesus.
Don't get it wrong now. We ain't perfect.
No, we definitely ain't.
I ain't want nobody to think like it's all peaches and cream, but at the same time, we both know where we want to be.
Right.
And we both know, we're gonna have, little problems here and there, but it don't go but so far. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the same time, those problems sometimes they bring us closer. It make me want to go hug on her a little more now. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, at the end of the day, you just gonna have to want to do it. You know what I mean? And maybe some people are craving for that, but they ain't even got themselves ready for that. So make sure that you ready. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you gotta be ready.
It's fine, because I know
people be wanting it, but and I mean, even before I met him, that's how I was wanting that like stable relationship. Like, we get tired of those toxic relationships, but at the same time, we tell each other this all the time. Like, he's older than me. If I would have met him when he was younger, we wouldn't have worked. We wouldn't work. Like, like, like I feel like we met right at the perfect time. Because, like, if I had met him, say for instance, we started talking to him when he first started trying to hit me up, like that 2 years prior. We probably he probably would have been like a one of those little friends that I have with benefits. He probably would have been a friend with benefit, and like we just would have been seeing each other here and there and stuff like that. Like I don't think we would have took it seriously. I feel like we met at the right time when both of us was like ready to be in a relationship. Because like he had came out of a long-term relationship as well, like 2 years prior, and then I had been in a long-term / complicated thing, and it was just a lot. So it's like when we came together, we was ready. But like I think everybody be so ready to be in a relationship, they just go for the first thing smoking. Like you have, I mean, I don't know. And a lot of us women, we tend to look over the red flags and like fall in love with the potential. That was my problem too before I met him. Like we were saying before, like if somebody want to be with you, they will show you and they will really put in the effort. That was my problem, is not seeing the red flags when somebody said they don't want to be with me. Like, because if you really wanted to be with me, you would put in the time. You would really show me. You would really do this. I wouldn't have to hear your excuses. I wouldn't have to do this. It was just little ins eyes, people here and there. Why are you talking to that girl? Why are you talking? I just, if you want to be with somebody, be with them. So it's like, I don't know.
And I think like the key word is with patience, that people don't realize that you need that, if anything.
Yeah.
Patience is and like I said, the right timing. Because you're gonna meet your person maybe before, but that ain't gonna be the right time. Right. So I think people are just so ready to get into it, but like you said, you gotta work on yourself, because you still like you toxic. I know I'm a little toxic, so I ain't. I ain't proud of it, but
Well, I mean, I feel like I was I guess you could say I was a little toxic by my bad habits, but he was willing to put up with it, and with time we learned to like deal with them. So like, you don't have to be all the way put together when you find your person, but you just have to have the mindset that's what you want to do. You know what I mean?
I wasn't put together. You know what I mean? I was, like you said, I had the mindset. I like what I saw, and not only that, like I say, she motivated me so much in so many ways. Like even down to finance. You know what I'm saying? She just motivated me to go get it and
save more.
Saving more. Like we had like a little thing where it was like, you save $5,000 a year. So, but we did.
We was competing.
Yeah, we was competing on like friendly competition though.
Friendly,
like how much money we could save throughout the whole year. You know what I mean? And even though I let her win, you ain't let me win. Even though I won, but I ain't tell her, because I didn't report everything.
Well.
But things like that, you know what I mean? She just motivated me just to go get it, and she always say she never wanted to like live like from check to check, just a struggle life. Period. Like nobody want to live like that. And,
I ain't gotta be rich, but I want to be comfortable.
I want to be comfortable. She
security
really made me step it up, and I appreciate it because now I'm in a better position than I ever been in my life.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
So that's another thing too. Us men need these women, you know what I mean,
to
motivate us to step it up, man. If you can't get motivated by your partner, then maybe you're
in the wrong one.
In the wrong one,
yeah. Because you and your partner should be able to grow together, and that's a big thing too. Because like we was talking about this like the other day, like as human beings, we change all the time. Like we're constantly evolving. Yeah. So, and that ain't gonna stop when you get in a relationship. Yeah. Like, so the person I am today may not be the same person I was 2 years ago, and the same vice versa. But when you're in a relationship, y'all should be able to grow together and evolve together. So we may have different needs and wants at that time. So like even recently we had to sit down and we actually had to talk because we had some disagreements like within the last month. And we just had to talk earlier this week. We just sat down and actually had a talk, and we had to talk out how we felt and like, what we needed from our partner at that time, because, we're different people now. Like we got a daughter, like, you know what I mean? We got a whole child, like we're engaged, like it's just, we're different. We're changing. We just needed to like I guess not redirect, but like we just need to reevaluate our relationship a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
So you got to learn how to just grow and evolve with your partner as well, because everybody will change. I have heard that relationships, like, long-term relationships end because like one person growing and feel like they change and the other person stay stagnant. You know what I mean? Like, and you can't be like that. You have to learn to change and adapt as a human being, period.
And learn how to have those uncomfortable conversations. You know what I mean? You got to have those conversations. I really think some females think just because they get married, they automatically should be a housewife. You know what I mean? I really feel like that's something you should communicate with your partner with, because, like I say, every household is different. Y'all gonna have those uncomfortable conversations about sex, about finance, about everything. Period. You know what I mean? Like, what are you looking for? What are you bringing to the table? What are you expecting in return? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta have those uncomfortable conversations. You don't want to spend 5 years knowing somebody, then boom, you get married, then hey, I'm quitting my job.
Right. For real.
So, yeah, you gotta have those conversations, man, and be willing to understand that you're not always right. You're gonna have to take that slap in the face. You gotta take that slap in the face, man. You know, so do that, you be all right. God first, though, before anything. Put that out there.
Look, God has to be entwined in your relationship,
before anything. So
that's what Derek was saying. I had him on last time, and he was mentioning that too. Like, you have to have God in everything that you do. Right? You know, it ain't gonna really go well. But I think most people don't realize that they don't be knowing each other, and that's why the relationships oftentimes end so early, especially after they have a baby, because it's like y'all don't know each other for real, because y'all haven't seen each other in different seasons, and y'all haven't had those vulnerable conversations to know, like, okay, how do I deal with you when you're like this, or you said this and I don't like that, and like, y'all know how to deal with that, because y'all didn't even, all y'all cared about was the thing that caused to make the baby. That's all y'all. Truthfully, that's all y'all cared about. Y'all didn't even bother to get any deeper than that. And I think that's why a lot of relationships fail, and which is why I'm scared to even be with these people out here, because
wholeheartedly, for real.
It's hard out here, okay? It is hard.
Yeah, because you really have to get to know that person. Like you said, everything. Like, you have to know everything. Like, having those uncomfortable conversations. Like you said, I don't think people really talk when they be in relationships. Like, people be like, I've heard, like, being a nurse and being around other like people and talking to them, like, it's so weird hearing like an older couple telling me that they don't talk about sex with their husband, with their partner, and I'm like, what? If you can't talk about sex with your partner, who are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you should be able to talk about all of that stuff with your partner. Like, literally nothing should be off limits. That's how I feel. Like, anything. Like, I should be able to tell him anything. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, you should be able to get to know, and like you said, those different seasons. Like, I can't take a relationship serious, honestly, if they told me they've never had an argument. What? Like, what kind of relationship are you in if you ain't never had an argument? Like, I not saying like it's like, I just feel like people try to portray like it's perfect when it's not. Like, you gotta have those disagreements. Like, nobody has a perfect relationship. You gotta go through those times when y'all argue, have disagreements, and learn how to come out from that. Like, if you don't, then you're gonna be for a rude awakening. If like you say, you get married or you have a baby, and then that's why relationships fail and y'all ain't together. Like, after the fact, like we need to know. Like, when we first met, he, like I said, he got 2 other kids. I told him I've always wanted 3 kids. Can you handle that? That's what, like, you know what I mean? That's why I had to tell him. And like, literally, my mama, when she met him, she had talked to me. She was like, "Do he know you want 3 kids?" I said, "Yep." I told him. He said he was okay with it. Like, that's an important thing for me. Like, I want kids. He got kids. Do you want kids? If he didn't want no kids, that was a deal breaker. Like, and some people feel like, oh, he'll change his mind in the future. Some people don't.
No, some people don't.
Yeah, some people are set in certain things they want and do not want, and like people be thinking they can change them. You cannot change a person.
No.
Like if that person decides to change on their own, that's good. But like you can't change somebody and just think like, oh, and then like when you get pregnant, not that they don't want nothing to do with you. You know, I mean, it's soapbox over. I'm just saying. Just
We got a couple more comments. It's from Kira. Hey Kira.
Hey, Kira.
This was from earlier and I didn't get to bring it up. And then Diamond said, I love the transparency of you guys' relationship.
Thank you, boo. We try to be. We try to be. Like, I mean, I just want everybody to know, like, we definitely ain't perfect. Like, I don't want people looking at us like, oh, y'all are goals. Like, I want to be like y'all. No, I won't. We always say when we talk to couples, like, be better than us. Like, be your own person. Be your own couple. Like, what we do in our relationship may not be the best in the next relationship. It may not be, but we work and do the best that we can in our relationship. And I try to be transparent with people. I mean, I don't mind answer questions, telling people like it is, like what we go through and stuff like that, because I think it can help the next person.
Yeah.
I feel like, if that's why I be like, I literally throw on my friends therapy. Like therapy, it helps. Like if it wasn't for therapy, we would be here today. Like, for real, like it really works. Like before I brought him along for us to get therapy together, like I was getting therapy for myself. And I felt like I needed it. And I think everybody needs therapy. Like I know people be like, oh, I don't want to talk to no stranger, but you might need that person who doesn't know you. Yeah, that to help you and see things. Like I didn't realize a lot of stuff in my past, like really dictated how I moved in my life and relationships. Like my mom and dad's divorce, like that it literally triggered the way I see things in relationships and stuff like that. Like you don't think like your little traumas in your relationship really affects you, and it does. Like just talking it out and getting my therapist, like she helped me so much, and I love her. Like I love her. She think Dallas so stupid. Honey, she said in our therapy session, she was like, most guys don't want to go to therapy and don't talk. Yeah. He talk more than I do with therapy.
He'd be like, let me tell you.
Yeah, he'd be like, our therapist not Ashley. He'd be like, Ashley, let me tell you. I'd be like, sir, shut up. He be talking to her like we talk to her normally, and like when we have serious conversations though, like she ain't on neither one of us side. Like she really like just see on both points of views. Like it's awesome. I love her to death. I mean, we owe her so much, like literally. But it's awesome. Therapy, y'all. I'm telling y'all.
Tell them again.
Yeah.
No, it is really beneficial, and it's ugly though, because sometimes it like uncover stuff that you didn't even know was there. Mm-hmm. And now you got to learn how to deal with it, and you're like, I'm like that. Like, yes.
Right. I know.
That person that you thought you
were. It uncovered a lot of things for me, honey. I'm telling you.
So I told y'all I was only gonna keep y'all for about like an hour, but this conversation is going great. But I don't want to keep. I try not to keep nobody longer than what I tell them, and then I know y'all have other things to do. And we got another comment. She said that's so true. So I'm gonna ask one last question. And you don't have to like try to like make it brief or nothing like that. Like, this is great. Like we have time. But what would you say? What would you guys say is y'all favorite thing about each other?
The favorite thing about each other? I know one. As far as like what we together.
Well, like what's your favorite thing about KP? KP, what's your favorite thing about Dallas? Like, and it don't have to be physical. Like, it could be anything.
I think you want to go first?
I can.
I hope you'll say what I was saying.
What? No, I would say the main thing I love about him is his consistency. That's what I was saying. You about to say that? Mm-hmm. I think so. Like I just love how consistent he is when it comes to loving me and just like showing me how he feels and everything. Like that was the one thing that drew me in and like me feeling secure in our relationship. So, and I guess that's two, but I guess it goes in like consistency kind of goes in, has an umbrella effect, like everything, like his patience for me, like everything, like because I mean I didn't come into this relationship perfect, you know what I mean? So and like I feel like I had more toxic ways than he did in a way, and like I feel like at the beginning of a relationship I took him through hell a little bit, like because of my mood swings, my toxicness, and he like handled all of it, like you know what I mean, and he still like was consistent in loving me the same. So I don't know, I think that's the biggest thing, if I can think of one thing.
He kind of loops around.
Yeah, it loops in with everything else, but like I would say consistency.
I think I would probably say um, her heart. Her heart. And the reason why I said it because I know I always said that, yeah. Because she's so caring of other people. The girl love her family. She would do anything for her family. If I guess for the ones who know her sister, they bond is just so unbreakable. You know what I mean? Like she just it's no wonder she's a nurse. You know what I mean? It's no wonder she's a nurse. Even that coming down to her patients and her staff, she don't give attitude. She don't like she don't like negativity. She don't like bad energy, and that's what I want to be around. That's what I need to be around. You know what I mean? So if I had to boil it all into one, just her heart, the way she cares for herself, the respect she has for herself, and the respect and the love that she has for others, man. I really like that because like her family, like when they do things, like I told her, I'm always doing things with her family because the way they always is so family oriented. And my family used to be like that, but they're not now. But I get that fulfilled when I go spend time with her and her family. So like I said, the sum it all in one, just her heart, man, so pure, so pure.
You guys are so cute. That was very beautiful answers, though. I want to thank y'all so much for coming on and talking to me. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all. I be getting so nervous when I be asking people. I be like, oh Lord, I hope they don't think I'm crazy for wanting to talk to
Why?
I don't know, honey. It just be like like insecurity sometimes about, starting something new. But y'all coming on here was, it's helping, like doing different episodes, it be really be helping me though. So I want to say thank y'all. I probably will say thank you like 5 million times, but it really is like helpful to me. So I really appreciate y'all. And we got another comment from Avion. She said that was so beautiful. Y'all are on here like really just dropping a lot of gems, low key. I know we don't have like a lot of people in the comments, Sam, but I know people are on here watching, like silent listeners or watchers or whatever. So I know they're probably like saying the same thing. Like every answer that y'all given has been like very thought out and not just like surface based, like y'all gave like detailed answers behind it. And it's, you can just tell that the love is there and that y'all are really like meant to be together because y'all like match so perfectly, like y'all don't look alike, but y'all look alike, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know.
Thank you though. Like we always appreciate all the love that we get from people and stuff, and we hear all the time like y'all should get a YouTube video, like y'all should do a YouTube thing, and I'm just like, look, honey, I ain't got the patience. Well, look, I can't have my life. I even told him like I feel like if we got into like the social media world, I feel like that would like get in our heads. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like once you get into the social media world and you feel like you have to constantly put content out and stuff like that, you're gonna see all the negative comments, and then you're gonna feel like literally I'm gonna start feeling like our relationship is fake at that point because we're gonna want to put out the good, and you necessarily don't be want to put out the bad. And I don't know. I just don't want to get into that world where it's gonna jeopardize our relationship. That's how I feel. And like, and if everybody can say like, oh, if it's strong enough, it shouldn't. But no, at the end of the day, social media can definitely.
Social media will.
Social media is a nasty place, and I don't.
Yes, it really is. Like even with the most confident person, like I'm pretty confident, but I'm pretty sure if I was really out there viral, people commenting on every little thing I do, you would chip at some insecurities. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't want to be in that world, honestly. I mean, I don't mind. Like, I love all the support we get from Snapchat. Like, most people, everybody follow us and they comment. They know our animals. They know everybody. Like, it's almost like a little world in that. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that. Like, social media, I'm like the little small world of Snapchat, Facebook. But like doing content where we have to constantly put our lives 24/7. I can't do it.
I don't know. I think relationships are very sacred, and I don't think everybody should know exactly what's going on. Like, it's pictures, and like most y'all do. I feel like that's enough for because it's like I shouldn't know so much about you as a person, or I don't know certain things that people put out there. It's uncomfortable. It's like, why do I have to know this? Like, or the whole TikTok thing and trying to like pranks and all that stuff. I think it just gets corny at a certain point.
Exactly.
And it's performative. It's like, are y'all really in love with each other, or y'all just doing this for money? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then I follow a lot of those relationship, like them couples on TikTok and stuff like that. They're cute and stuff like that. Like, but it's just like you said, them pranks, and then all of a sudden y'all doing different stuff. It just makes you question, like, is it really real? And then I was one of them big fans of De'Ara and Ken. Oh my God, I can't believe Ken did that. but see, stuff like that. And then once if we was in the social media world and all our like bad things, our negative things, like if we was in an argument and then people pay attention to every little thing, girl, like
hate me.
They'll pay attention to every little, like we'll be posting to us, and then all of a sudden I just be posting me for a while. They be like, oh, they must have broke up. They must have this, that. And like, I ain't got time for it. It's too much. It is too much. So I like our little family. We show we want on social media. Like I post every now and again on Snap, Facebook, give little things, but we good over here. Under wraps, we good. We show a little. We pop out every now and again.
Yeah, every now and then. I feel like that's enough. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's beautiful what y'all have now, and even like I said, you can just tell that it's genuine. It's not like, oh, we're performing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know how I even talk about the maternity pictures. Lord, those are beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. I know. I guess I was ready. Honey, I'll be ready. Like I'm already like been thinking about her milestone pictures. Like. Actually, when we get off, I might post my pictures of a 3-month milestone. But I wanted to do 3, 6, 9, and 12, and I already have in my mind what I want to do. So hopefully, I do them. I love pictures. I just feel like pictures are that one way to express yourself, and it's like those memories. Like I just feel like you can't get those memories back. Like I love taking pictures. Like when we go on vacations and stuff like that, I may not always post every little thing that we do when we go on vacation, but we have those. You know what I mean? So, and you can go back and look at them, and I just want to keep every like moment. Like that's why I love pictures so much. It's because of the memories. Like you can see that you done. Like when we first got together, we was taking pictures all the time. Yeah. I kept you on the wraps for a whole year. I can't believe it. That's so funny. I showed like his little hand and stuff. That is funny. I don't even know why I did that, but like that was the first time I've done. Like I've never really posted like my partner on social media, and then like for when we got together, like I didn't want to outright just post him, and then like I think it just kind of happened like that for like a whole year. We was in a relationship, and I ain't posted until like that next year, like I think my birthday, and then that's when I popped him out, and then everybody was just like, "Oh my god!"
Everybody don't need to be in your business,
right? We had so much fun, like getting to know each other within that year without nobody knowing. Like it was so. Like we just had a lot of carefree fun, like just all the trips we go on. Stop my life. We went on a lot of trips, and like even now, like because we have her, we done like this year we just put it behind a little bit. We ain't going on that many trips because of her. I can't leave her yet. But like, we love going on trip, honey, and I be one planning there. Like all I gotta do is say, "You want to go here?" He be like, "I don't care. I plan it. He just give me the money. This is how much it costs. Let's go ahead and put it together." Like I love planning out a trip for us. Like we just love having a good time. Like period.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm so happy for you guys, and congratulations on everything. Can't wait to see the wedding.
Yeah, I ain't even started planning yet, Lord Jesus.
Oh Lord.
No,
Plus,
we have so much stuff going on. Like it's a lot. So like he ain't. I even when he first proposed and stuff like that, I even asked her like, "Yeah, you don't mind if we like wait? What is this 2022?" I said probably 2023, and he was totally fine with it. Like we ain't trying to rush it and stuff like that. And in the longer way, I honestly think I want to have like a little smaller wedding. Like I've always at one point in time wanted a bigger wedding, but then how to. We don't need all them family members there. We just need the most genuine family and friends.
Right.
Like we don't need everybody. Yeah, speculating and not really having the best interest in part. Like,
right.
I'm okay with that. So.
Nosy.
Yeah, just to be nosy. Then you have to pay for that wedding. Like, I really think it's gonna be that. But I haven't started planning yet. But I think by probably closer to the end of October, I'll probably start doing it for next year.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank y'all again so much. Do y'all hear that noise? Do y'all hear that? Because whoever is being very disrespectful to me. Do y'all hear that?
I don't hear that. What is it?
Somebody got their system booming, being disrespectful.
Oh no, I don't even hear it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because I'm like, golly. But
girl,
she sleep.
Knocked out.
Do y'all want to tag any of y'all Instagram, Snapchat, or anything like that? You don't have to. Really to.
How we do that? Or just say
just say like if you want people to follow you on your socials.
Oh, I don't mind. My Instagram is It Comes Naturally. ITCUMZ_naturally. Girl, that was a long time ago when I did. Childish.
My name is no childish.
Hush. That was a long time ago. Well, my Snapchat Kiara KP.
I don't want nobody else out of me.
Okay, cool.
Why? I don't mind.
Hey, look, to be honest, I don't even know my social media name.
You don't know your social media name?
That's good. That is good.
I don't know. I know my Facebook, just Dallas Bright.
Oh, yeah. My Snapchat is Kiara KP08.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop mine in the comments.
You so stupid.
Okay. Yeah, I can't talk about nobody's Snapchat name. Mine is Kayla Loves Bacon. So I can't talk about it. Kayla Loves Bacon.
Oh yeah, I remember I seen
bacon.
Yes.
I love bacon too.
I don't think you can change your Instagram name, King.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can. Maybe I need to change my Instagram name.
Yeah, you can. Because I had to change mine. And you can change your Snapchat name, apparently. But I don't even want to change it. Yeah. It's kind of just set in stone.
Stupid.
But I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank y'all again so much for coming on, and thank you to everybody that's watching, that's commenting, and leaving hearts. I really, really, really appreciate it. I came here looking crazy. Lord, that's how y'all know I still care about getting things out there. But I want to thank y'all again. I always remember that Not Just a Pretty Face is a brand that is empowering women, and it's just reminding women that we are more than our physical appearance and that we can get money just like men, okay? But thank y'all so much once again, and I will see you guys later.
Appreciate it.